Let's get that going. I think I'm a little early actually. That's okay. Your event is starting. You are live. Hi everybody. Well, welcome to this YouTube video. Welcome to this video. Today we're going to look at phrasal verbs that you can use while traveling. But before we get started, a couple of things. I did remember to put some flags up here. Hopefully you see yours there. If you don't, please mention it below. There are a couple up top that you can't see. I think China and Italy are above the screen and you can't quite see them. But today we're going to look at phrasal verbs to use while traveling. I was going to say something else. Oh, if you haven't yet had a chance to watch my video from earlier this week, if you're on Instagram, link is in my profile. If you're on Facebook, link is down below. Just scroll down and you'll find it. And if you're on YouTube, just go to my channel and it should be the most recent video there. In that video, what I do is I give you 5 tips for an English conversation, because I like to tell people to plan for an English conversation in advance, so before you have the conversation. So go and watch that video, but let's get started with this. So first verb is get away. So this is the same as to take a vacation. An example sentence would be, I could ask my wife Jen, hey Jen, the Canadian, hey Jen, the Canadian, do you want to get away this weekend? Do you want to take some time away from home? So you would say, get away. Let's get away from all this and go on a vacation. So to get away is the same as to take a vacation. You might recognize this one because we looked at phrasal verbs with the word look, but if you know that you are going to go on a vacation, you would be looking forward to it. So I look forward to this coming Saturday because we are going to get away. So now I use both of them in the same sentence there. If you're going to go away, if you're going to go on a vacation, you might go to the airport or train station yourself, or someone might drop you off. So let's say we were going on a trip and my mom was going to take us to the train station. She would drop us off at the train station. So it's kind of the action of getting out of the car and going into the train station. You're getting dropped off. We would then set off on our vacation. So this is to, set off is when you begin the trip. So if we set off for a trip to Paris, if we set off for a trip to Quebec, this is the verb that we would use to describe the beginning of the journey, to set off. You could also use start off, but set off is very specific to a vacation. So get away, look forward, drop off, set off. When you get there, you will most likely check in to a hotel. You might be staying at someone's place, then you don't have to do this. But to check in is when you go to a hotel and you arrive with your luggage, your baggage, and you say, hi, I'm Bob the Canadian, I reserved a room, and that would be checking in. So you're talking to the people at the front desk of the hotel, they're giving you your keys, and you check into the hotel. When you leave, you check out, which is the same thing in reverse. So when you're done your vacation, when you are leaving the hotel, you would go down to the front desk and you would check out. You would give your keys back or your key cards, whatever they use, and you would check out of the hotel. You would probably also pay at that point. Usually in North America, you pay at the end of your stay. So to check in is to arrive and register at the hotel. To check out is to when you're leaving the hotel. When you're on a trip, you might recognize this one as well. You'll probably wander around and look around. So to look around is what tourists do. So if you are visiting a city, you are a tourist. And tourists generally walk around and they look around. So they look around the city to see some of the sights. And if they really like it, then they go back. So eventually they go back to the same place. So if I really liked my trip to Paris, actually I've only been to Paris once and it was just the airport, but if I really liked it, I would go back. So I would visit it again. I would really love to go back to Paris someday. Check in, check out, look around, go back. Sometimes when you're on a trip, you're with other people, and maybe they're not going fast enough for you. So to hurry up is to tell someone you want them to go faster. So let's say I'm walking and my children are walking slowly. I might say to them, please hurry up. That means please walk faster. Please hurry up. We want to get to the show on time. Please hurry up. So sometimes when you're on vacation, people need to hurry up. Hold up. We generally use this in the past tense when we're talking about travel. So let's say you're at the airport and it's taking a long time to go through customs. They have to check your luggage. We would use the past tense of this and say, I was held up at the airport. So I was held up at the airport in customs. I was held up at the airport waiting for my luggage. So it means that you're being slowed down by something happening. Which is the next one, slow down. So we had hurry up, but there's also, oh, wrong one, slow down. So maybe your kids are running in front of you while you're walking around on your vacation. You might say to them, slow down. Maybe you're taking a taxi and the driver is going too fast. You might say to the taxi driver, please slow down. This is too quick. So this is the opposite of to speed up. And it's to slow down. And I think I'm going ahead of myself here. Maybe the taxi driver isn't going fast enough, and maybe you are going to be late. So you might ask them to speed up. So to speed up is to go faster. Please speed up. I don't want to miss the movie. Please speed up. I don't want to miss the show. So to speed up is to go faster. So that was hurry up, hold up, slow down, speed up. So this is a tricky one, and sometimes people learning English have trouble with this, but basically when you travel, you will take some form of transportation. You get in a car. In English, we say, I get in my car to go somewhere, or yesterday I got in my car and I went somewhere. But we get on boats, trains, and planes. So I got on the boat, I got on the plane, I got on the train. We don't use get in with that. So get in is for cars, and get on is for, I have just to answer some of these questions in a sec. And get on is for planes, trains, and boats. So we have a question here, what's the difference between look around and look around? So look around is the proper English way to say it, look around, but we speed it up and we often say, I'm just gonna look around. And there is a little bit of an ah sound in there, look around. So get in cars, get on boats, trains, and planes. So the opposite then is you get out of a car. So when you're in a car, you get out of a car. So I drove my car to work and then I got out. I'm using the past tense there. Or today I'm going to get out of my car a lot. So to get out. And then the opposite for planes, trains, and boats is you get off. Okay, so I got off the plane, I got off the train, I got off the boat. And I know you hear me flipping this. This is the present tense, and I'm using the past tense. So it's to get off, but I'm using it in the past tense. So I'm saying, yesterday, I got off the boat at 10 a.m. Yesterday, I got off the plane at 10 a.m. So, get in for cars. Get on for boats, trains, and planes. Get out of for cars. Get off for boats, trains, and planes. We're almost done. So I forgot some things. Maybe when you arrive at the airport, you need to be picked up. So at the beginning, you were maybe dropped off at the airport and you flew across the ocean, and when you landed, maybe a relative or friend comes to the airport to pick you up. So you could phone a friend and say, what time are you going to pick me up? My flight arrives at 10. Could you pick me up at 10:15 after I have my luggage? So pick up. And then there's a number of phrasal verbs with the word head, and it means to go. When we in Canada say head up, we usually mean to go north. You know your directions, north, east, south, west. This might show up backwards on your screen, but in Canada, we often head up north. Maybe in the winter, someone wants to go snowmobiling. That's to drive a machine on the snow. They would head up north. We also have kind of the opposite A lot of times in the winter in Canada, people head down south. So they go south. So I'm going to head down to Florida and where the weather's nicer this winter. I'm not actually doing that, but that's an example. You could head down to Florida. And then we also say to head out. This is a pretty common phrase, like, hey, I'm going to head out and get some groceries. I'm going to, like, if I'm at home, I could say, did we run out of bread? Okay, I'm going to head out to the store and get some bread. So it means exactly the same as to go. So I'm going to go to the store to get some bread. I'm going to head out to the store and get some bread. So to head out. That was a lot of verbs. I think we went through 20. I'm Bob the Canadian. Thank you so much for watching this live stream. I hope some of you are taking notes while you're watching the live stream, but just some advice. If you're not taking notes, you can always come back and watch the video again later and take notes that time. But really, if you want to learn these things well, you should take notes. I tried really hard this morning to speak slowly because the live stream videos don't have subtitles. So I'm sorry about that. I can't type as fast as I talk, so that wouldn't really work. But anyways, again, I'm Bob the Canadian. Thank you so much for watching. You can always come and learn English with Bob the Canadian. If you haven't subscribed yet, there's a button down there where you can subscribe if you want to be notified. And click the bell icon. There's a little bell as well. And then leave a comment. Maybe tell me if your flag's here, because I found a whole bunch of them, but maybe I didn't find yours. And again, I think that's Italy right there, and China's up there. I'll move those down for next week. I apologize to viewers from that country. But anyways, this was fun. Have a great day, and I'll see you next Tuesday. The video will definitely be about the library. So I'm going to do a video about learning English. I'm going to go to the library, and I'll show you a whole bunch of different things about the library in Canada. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. So that's the end. I am stopping the YouTube.